telling you my 10 favourite WWE superstars. The male side, okay? Not NXT, just the main roster from Raw and SmackDown. Now, this could change because it does. I've changed my list about 10 times already, literally. But at the moment, this is what it is. I'm going to go from my least favourite of the favourites to my most favourite. And I'm going to give you a reason as to why I like these people. So yeah, I've done AEW already. I would link the video, but I'm not 100% sure how to do that. So if you see a link, I know how to do it. If you don't see a link, I don't know how to do it. Simple. So, number 10, we're going to start off with Braun Strowman. I think he's fantastic. Put him in a feud with anybody, bigger, smaller. He can be a bully. He can be the person that saves the bullies. It's fun to watch. He's always growling and roaring and things like that. I mean, the geezer can absolutely lift an ambulance over with Roman Reigns inside whilst Roman Reigns is left, and he gets like a hydraulic press. Fantastic. Former, not exactly a strong man, but he's won some strongman competition, so he's strong, he's big, he's powerful, he's fun to watch. I like that thing where he runs around the ring and runs into people. He started off in a fantastic faction of the Wyatt of the Wyatt family as the Black Sheep. He's got himself into incredible shape. He's always changing his hairstyles. Sometimes he looks bald, sometimes he's got hair. His most recent feud with Bronson Reed was fantastic. The last monster standing, where they broke the ring. Everyone wanted that and they got it. So that's simple, really. Up next, we have somebody who debuted last year, and that being Jacob Fatu. The things that man can do is unbelievable. The strength of literally like the biggest man you've ever seen, right? But then like the athleticism of a cruiserweight. That bloody moonsault thing he does. It's like I just won't do a normal moonsault. I'll do a bouncing moonsault and flip off, and you know, the throwing up Samoan drop thing he does, fantastic. And anybody you put him against the ring with, like I want to see that match. I mean, like against Braun Strowman, like I just mentioned a minute ago. Him and Jacob Fatu would be fantastic. When he had a stare off against Bron Breakker, brilliant. Another stare off against Sheamus hasn't happened, but I'd like to see that. It's great. Oh, and just quickly as well, these wrestlers are basically people who are still actively wrestling this year. I'm not just going off of last year, and like I'm not including people who don't wrestle anymore, so like Stone Cold and that, and Triple H, Bret Hart, other people like that. That can be a list for a different day. Up next, we have number 8, and that is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. For a guy to basically go off, work the indies, right, build a company, leave that company, yep, come back and be the top star. Like, he's somebody whose promos I want to listen to, not all the way through sometimes because he just rabbles on, but yeah. Like, he's just a great wrestler, fun to watch. The things that he's done this past 2 or 3 years, I just think it's like he just deserves a spot in the top 10. And obviously, working the John Cena schedule, where he works a lot and he's a hard worker, he definitely deserves to be on here. Speaking of the John Cena schedule, guess who else did it? John Cena. Yeah. If you haven't seen him wrestle, it's because you can't see him. Haha, old joke. But other than that though, like the 10 to 15 years where he was on the face of the company at the top, and he spent the last 5 years basically not winning a single match to put the younger wrestlers over, I meant to say. Yeah, that makes sense. But just the work that man puts into it, and his promos are just literally near enough untouchable. If you mention people being mic workers, John Cena is definitely in the top 5, maybe even the top 3. With him doing his retirement tour as well, there's so many people that I'd love to see him wrestle against. Number 6, we have Kevin Owens, the guy who is right. Like, ever since I was first introduced to Kevin Owens, he doesn't look like he should be able to do the things that he can do. If people ask me what's Kevin Owens' style of wrestling, I'd say, screw it, I'm going to try that and see if it works. It's just great. Fantastic mic worker, fantastic heel, babyface. He keeps you interested. I don't think he's won an actual major match for like ages, but like he's still somebody where you can insert him into any single situation and basically he'll thrive from it. Before I say number 5 as well, these 10 people, okay, right, they might be my favourite, but there's other people on this list that I'm not mentioning who, like, if they're on your list or whatever it is, I wouldn't argue against you. I think it's fantastic. If we could have a list of, like, say, 50 people, it'd be a lot easier. But if we don't include one person, that means they're going to take the spot of the other person, which means I haven't included that person, if that makes sense. Yep. So, number 5, we have the Intercontinental Champion, Bron Breakker. Just the speed of that guy and the power and the athleticism, is that the correct word? Fantastic. Middle of the match, I'm just going to do that weird Frankenstein thing that I do to people. I'm going to spear you out of your skin. And it looks like he can take a lot of abuse and punishment as well. And even though he lost his Intercontinental Championship to Jey Uso, he was still in the exact same position he was in, won it back again. Like, he's meant to be a heel, but people are cheering him. It's just so great to watch. Up next, we have number top 4 now we are. And we have Sheamus, fella. Right, he puts on banger after banger after banger. Like, his first, 3 months in the company, he beat John Cena and won the WWE title. He's won every single championship you can ever imagine, besides the Intercontinental Championship, which I believe he'll win this year. So he can become the ultimate Grand Slam champion. Okay, he's a powerhouse. He's fun to watch. He's been in literally every single position you can imagine. Sounds wrong. In wrestling. And he's still great to watch. He's like 47 years old. And he's still putting banger on banger after banger after banger. Yeah. So he's definitely, good watch. Now we have the top 3. Most people's top 3, I'm assuming. But yeah. We have CM Punk. Just great on the mic. Fun to watch in the ring. For his age as well. Yeah, he gets injured and that as well. But, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? It's just somebody you want to see. If he comes out, you basically, if you're on your phone, you put your phone down so you can listen to what CM Punk's saying. And with it being like his last, I don't even know how long he's actually got left, but he's definitely on the later part of his career than the earlier part of his career. Top 2. We have Drew McIntyre. From going literally to being the chosen one, just looking like a baby boy, then being in 3MB to getting fired or released, whatever one of the word is, going through the indies, rebuilding himself, coming back into NXT, being the NXT champion, I believe, right? Then coming to the WWE again, even though he's already there because he's in NXT. Makes sense. Okay, winning the Royal Rumble, okay, defeating Brock Lesnar in the main event of WrestleMania. He was 36, but it's not the point. Okay, and basically just staying in the main event scene, and his promo skills just got so much better. Going head to head with CM Punk, most people thought, especially myself, that CM Punk would just bury Drew McIntyre, but he held his own and sometimes basically came out on top as well. And the Hell in a Cell match he had with CM Punk, it was just absolutely just shows you what he is willing to basically do to get where he needs to get to, and it's fun to watch. Oh, and as well, if you follow him on social media, it's fantastic. I don't, because I don't have Twitter or X or whatever it's called. Up next, we have number 1. My favourite wrestler at the moment. See if you can guess who it is. Or don't. We have Randy Orton. A guy who has basically been there since 2002, wrestled a match in every single year. He had 18 months off, but he still managed to wrestle at least one match each year. It's kind of impressive, really. Yeah. He hasn't won a match in ages, but you still love to see him. You can tell he's just having fun in the ring now. Obviously being himself. He doesn't need to do anything like that. If Randy Orton was heel, fantastic, could be a great heel character, but he doesn't need to be heel. You know what I mean? It's just who he is. And obviously going from Evolution to the Legacy to the Authority to every single team ever going, rated RKO, RK Bro. He's had a lot of members and partners and stuff, hasn't he, really? But that's my top 10 list. So we've got Braun Strowman, Jacob Fatu, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Kevin Owens, Bron Breakker, Sheamus, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. I thought I said something twice then as well. So what have I got on there? At the moment I've got Jacob Fatu as a heel, Kevin Owens is a heel, Bron Breakker's supposed to be a heel, Drew McIntyre's meant to be a heel. So 4 of them are heels and 6 of them are baby faces. But why don't you let me know your favourites in the comments? Maybe it's The Miz. Fantastic. Right? It would have been a run-up for me. Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser. There's literally so many people you can mention. I probably just literally forgot someone then. So can I try and think of one more? And no, I can't. But they're all brilliant. Like I said, I've got an AEW video on this. I might do an NXT one. Maybe I'll do the women's division. We'll see. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.